All right, let's get it on.
And we are off. It's unfortunate that in the rest of this tournament we won't see any more Guts first routes. The best route.
Unfortunately, all Guts first runners have been eliminated.
Yeah, too bad.
Little Stuff is also here if you get a little bit of third-person commentary there.
Baby Rage, Baby Rage.
Yeah, were there any other... There were a couple of other Guts First starters besides the two of us, weren't there?
I believe there were, yes. But I think we were the only ones who actually made it to the top 16, so...
Yeah.
StreamLine having a lot of difficulty with this corner jump.
Corner jumps. All you gotta do in this game to do well is learn corner jumps and ladders, and you'll win.
Yeah, I say it pretty often. Ladders, how do they work? And corners, how do they work? This is the game of ladders and corners.
So Cove's got a one screen lead at the moment.
Cove getting the snoozies.
Yeah, those snoozies. Now on the screen Cove's on now, you want the snoozies.
And StreamLine getting through that pretty smoothly, so he actually made up a little bit of time.
Yeah, he made up some ground there.
Great.
If anybody's here watching Mega Man and you're not familiar with the speedruns, StreamLine not picking up the extra luck, extra life there.
Extra luck life.
Extra luck, yeah, life luck. But yeah, cut stage is even if things go wrong in cut stage, it doesn't make a huge difference. As we can see, StreamLine missed some corner jumps, but he's not horribly behind the Cove right now. So
they are just about a second apart at this point.
Yeah, this stage doesn't have a whole lot of variance. When we get to some farther stages, if you start making mistakes, then they start becoming really costly.
I'm going to have to disagree with Tubes here. I believe the extra lives are good luck in this game.
Yeah, they're good luck in this game. They're bad luck in Mega Man 3. That's documented somewhere.
Yeah, this is just a fact.
And there we go. Both players finishing off Cutman. We're going to be moving to Elec Man, where there's a lot of other things that can happen.
StreamLine making up a little bit of time just on RNG. He had the 90,000 points. But now he gets 100,000.
Gonna win with all the points.
Ooh, these Elec hurdles, always difficult.
Yeah, these
no matter
first
who you
two
are.
screens are very difficult, no matter what.
This entire stage is just climb hurdles, climb up, climb ladders, do corner jumps. It's the biggest reset point, I feel.
And the most dreaded corner jump is coming up in about a screen for the Cove. If you miss the corner jump and you fall down the screen, you lose about 12 seconds. It's a pretty costly error if it happens.
Let's hope none of our racers end up falling here. Ooh, StreamLine gets it first try. Look at that time.
Cove second try, so StreamLine made up just a little bit more there. Squid, would you inform people that have never seen it before? They're going to be doing a zip to get the magnet beam coming up here. What's that?
Absolutely, Stuff. So, this is, of course, 80% all stages, meaning all glitches are fair game, and you'll see Cove is coming right up to this part with the magnet beam. He doesn't have the Guts weapon, which is normally used to get through those blocks, so what he did there was got himself to the very, very top of the ladder, and then zipped through the wall, jumped up, and then zipped or inched his way over to get the magnet beam, and then zipped back out to grab the magnet beam early.
Cove, beautiful work there. Gets the top exit, and he also got the ladder position first try. That was really good. StreamLine struggling a little bit with the jumping and turning timing, and then he did get the bottom exit, so Cove gets a chunk of time there.
Yeah, StreamLine having a little bit of trouble with the magnet beam in that section with the zappers, but only a little bit of time lost.
Big Eye RNG, 50% chance to make it underneath him.
Big Eye is kind to Cove. Not so kind to StreamLine.
And this climb through the zappers is very difficult. These runners make it look easy, but it's very tight on timing.
Did StreamLine just get that swag zip in Aleka, the Aleka corridor?
He did a little bit, but he got zapped there. If he takes another hit, he's going to die.
Yeah, and he placed the beam incorrectly on the second part of the climb here, so he is doing this climb the slow way.
And
very uncharacteristic.
Yeah, since the Cove got a clean climb, StreamLine got zapped and then has to go slow. I think the Cove gained about 8 seconds just on the ladder alone.
I think you're right, Stuff. Cove entering ice. So we're going to see, hopefully, some neat zips here.
100,000 for the Cove.
Namely... Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
And namely the ice screen wrap. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to see some zips across this water pit here.
Yeah, Cove is going for it.
Yeah, it looks like he is. Hopefully no one's going to go for a swim, though.
Cove is a little too high, so he's going to touch the water a little bit here.
Cove got wet.
Cove's going to go for the Ice Pixel next. That looks right. And there he goes. StreamLine getting some zip across the water.
Ooh, StreamLine making up some time there with those zips. Very nice.
And sets up his Ice Pixel. Is Cove going to drop down? He is. He's going to refill his Magnet Beam, so he's going to be going for the second zip after the gorge here.
Ooh, he gets caught on a platform, and between a platform and a penguin. Not a good place to be caught at all on this stage.
Okay, and he chooses not to go for the second zip there with that hiccup that he had. StreamLine not doing it as well, so the Cove getting lucky that StreamLine wasn't able to catch up by getting the second zip.
Although he did make a little bit of time up by not spending any time on the platform, so... Oh, Cove getting some swag corridor zips.
One for StreamLine. Two for StreamLine. They're matched up. Cove got hit by a penguin in the corridor, so StreamLine gained a tiny bit of time in that corridor.
Smooth fight from Cove. And these guys are still pretty neck and neck.
Yeah, that was a clinic in how you do corridor zips right there. That's where you want to place that beam. It has to be pixel perfect. If you're not sure about zips and beams and how they work, if you get the beam at a pixel perfect placement underneath a ceiling or the top of a screen or whatever the barrier is, the game's not really sure what to do about that when Mega Man stands on the beam and it pushes him out to the right really fast, and that's how the zips actually work. Like right there going through that wall. It's because the beam and the ceiling are at the right height.
Cove attempting to set up that swag corridor zip, and StreamLine attempting that as well, both missing, unfortunately.
Yeah, same for both there. Cove going for the screen wrap.
And he gets it.
It
looks like StreamLine's like high, a little bit high.
Yeah, pixel too high. So Cove gaining a little bit more. Cove is looking really clean here.
Yeah, Cove actually gained a bit of time doing that screen wrap.
Now the fire zip. Cove with the fast setup. And he looks like he's in the right position. StreamLine using the ladder.
Cove getting a full length zip there.
That was
well
a great
done.
stage for Cove.
StreamLine getting a full length zip too. Unfortunately, taking a little bit of time to set it up.
Cove got one corridor zip there, and that's the hardest corridor to zip because these turrets are in the way.
StreamLine also getting...
And the swag corridor zip for StreamLine. He just made up some time there.
Did you see him with the glute grab on the zip?
Yeah, he was in the swag position, creating a new beam in the swag position and flying across the screen. That's amazing. It really is.
StreamLine with the swag. It's so entertaining.
Yeah, that was the swaggiest corridor zip I've ever seen. That was something else.
I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you on that one. I don't know. Cool Kid's gonna have to do some really swag zips to be as cool as what StreamLine just did.
Okay, I was looking at their times when they warped into the stage. They're 8 seconds apart right now.
All right, Cove going for ice strats here, and I do believe StreamLine goes for Beam over Joe. So we are gonna see some slightly different strategies coming up.
And Cove took a couple hits from the springs early, so I think he might have lost a touch of time here. So we're going to see the two different strats. Cove using Ice to freeze Sniper Joe, and then he'll just walk past. StreamLine's going to use Beams and go over the top of Sniper Joe, but Sniper Joe is a big meanie, and he chases you relentlessly through the rest of the screen until you get to the tall ladder.
Ooh, StreamLine making some really clutch jumps there. But it looks like he did make up some time, too. So
yeah, that was clean.
Still super close.
Cove trying to get the right side set up. StreamLine nails it and takes the lead.
Wow! StreamLine takes the lead on that, and the Cove gets bullied by bullets.
Bully bullets?
Bully bullets. You heard me. Bully bullets. And a textbook kill from StreamLine.
Wow, what a lead change there.
Yeah, this just goes to show you this game. It giveth and it taketh away. There are just so many things that can just go, little things that can go wrong that will just, you know, kill your time.
Yeah, and that wasn't even a real mistake by the Cove. He just was having a hard time getting the right beam height there. He finally did get it, but struggling to get the beam height, you can see how much it costs. This is a scary little part here, getting to this platform. So, StreamLine nails it. Because
these guys got the magnet beam early, they can just beam over this section that you would normally have to ride those platforms over.
Yeah, this is one of the main advantages of getting the beam and using it in this stage.
StreamLine getting all three of the swaggiest zips here in the first screen of Guts. And he's picking up the refill, so he's going to be going for corridor zips too.
Oh, and he gets the good big blue pattern. There's a 1 in 4 chance of getting that.
Big blue, so kind. Oh,
StreamLine with a flawless Gut stage. Let's see if he gets the bomb. This would be like a gold pace for him.
StreamLine showing us how it's done.
No swag grab. The stage is invalid.
Invalid. Apparently it's over.
No, that was a great
And the Cove is the winner. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
Yeah, Cove does win. He gets the swag grab, so it doesn't matter that StreamLine is in front. No, we're kidding, of course. But the swag grab just looks cool. That's why you do it.
No swag grabs and Guts first. Feels bad, man.
You can sort of get one if you get earthquaked when you're on the ground and then the orb falls on your head. You can kind of do it. It's not as cool.
So StreamLine here, switching to Magnet Beam immediately in Wily 1. He's going to be going for the Wily 1 zips. This does save a few seconds, but it is a pretty hard trick to pull off.
And a little risky. And I'm almost
Would you like to explain why it's so risky?
Well, 1, you're using beams early in the stage. 2, when you finally do get on the beam that zips you across and through the walls and stuff, if you zip right away, apparently you'll die. This is not a zip I can do, so I'm not an expert on this one, but you have to, I don't know if you saw that, but the Cove stood on the beam for about a second. You have to stand there for a certain number of frames before you can push left and execute the zip, or you will die.
I believe it's 30 frames. Oh no!
Ooh, StreamLine getting beaten by the platforms. This room is the scariest room in the game. Those platforms move with absolute RNG. They have no fixed pattern, and they are just terrifying.
Yeah, those platforms have ended so many runs. Cove getting across the room very cleanly.
So Cove has a good number of beams because StreamLine lost 1 that fired left. They both get 2 beams on the right side of that little room there.
Yeah, that was very smooth. Now StreamLine has, I think he's got 5 health left, so he can take 1 hit from Yellow Devil, but no more.
StreamLine can do the swag kill. Uh-oh.
Oh,
he does get it. A little stutter there.
His patented kill. All right, and both of our runners are through Wily1.
Yeah. Okay. The next jump here, where Streamline is terrifying. It's a very tight little space. No problem for Streamline, but it is very easy to run into that propeller guy and then get knocked off and die.
Streamline grabbing magnet refills.
Yeah. Well, maybe
like
lucky or unlucky.
Well, I think he might be going for some zips, but apparently not.
He's trying to refill. Cove showing us how when you get hit by that propeller guy, he did that on purpose, and then you use the select glitch to not get knocked back, so you don't fall to your death.
Yeah, and they're about
does here.
They're about 15,
going for it.
Yeah, Cove is going for these zips. And they were about 15 seconds apart at the start of the stage, so we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah, this is one of the most terrifying zips in the game. Your timing on there we go, Cove getting the first one.
Oh no!
What was that?
Oh my gosh!
How did he go?
I think he somehow hit the. You know how if you go, you can get a magnet beam at just the wrong height, and when you jump, you'll actually the game actually thinks you've hit the bottom of a pit. I think that's exactly what happened there. We'll have to find out exactly what happened later.
Oh man, that was so weird. I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
Yeah, well, the Wily2 zips are extremely finicky. There's just a 1 in 4 chance that you might not be able to make them at all. You get subpixeled, and I think what happened there was he did get subpixeled there into basically hitting that pit pixel, the one that just basically kills you immediately at the top of the screen.
Yeah, that time he got the correct exit. He's going to go for the second one here. Yeah, you were saying this is one of the most difficult zips in the game. One, you have to set that beam perfectly, and then those jumps to get up to the top of the screen. Ooh, Cove getting through.
Chat's telling me that it's not actually subpixel. He's saying that cut weapon was on the screen when he transitioned. So the screen wrap actually happened too late, which is what happened. So
oh, interesting.
I'm not the expert in these zips, so
yeah, I've never even tried this one because the timing is too hard, and then there's the risk of soft locking the game no matter what you do.
Cove sticking with it though, which is commendable.
Yeah, Cove did pull it off there, and then he got that final zip as well. That death was really unfortunate. I don't know how much time he might have made up against Streamline. If any at all, but yeah.
So Streamline going for the first screen setup here on Wily3.
He's got the second big zip, no problem.
Yeah, easy.
That's the important one.
Again, anything can happen, you know.
Oh yeah, strange things happen in Wily4 as well. All right, let's see some dupes.
Right.
Getting some swag just because.
Threw away a dupe just for fun.
I can throw dupes at nothing because I can.
Alright, well, Streamline exiting Wily3 as Cove is entering, so, and Cove going for the third screen setup.
Yeah, doing the safe setup. If you can get that early zip, you can gain, what, upwards of 2 seconds, I think?
Yeah, if you can do it. If you can do it properly, but it is a bit more difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely more risky because it's hard to get into the position for the second really important zip if things don't go perfectly on the first zip.
Oh no, Streamline attempting to set up the zip here and kind of messing this up.
Oh, he's gonna walk.
Yeah, it looks like he is just gonna walk. He's gonna take this conservative. So we are seeing. Well, what's interesting about this is he has no beams, so he's gonna have to ride this platform.
Is he? Wow.
Yeah, this is
I didn't think about that.
Highly unusual.
Yeah, and the jump after this first, when you get onto this other single block here, is very, very tight. I'm sure Streamline knows what to do with it, but it's terrifying.
Yeah,
he's having to wait for the platform forever. This jump coming up right here, this one's scary. He gets it.
That jump always scares me.
Yeah, no, my heart was in my throat as he was going for it, even though I know Streamline can do it.
And gets the bomb set up.
Yeah.
I honestly
getting a clean start to the stage.
And you can see just how much time Cove made up here.
The zip. He gets the zip.
Let's swag zip it to the teleporter.
Wow, what an ending here. Really interesting. And a quick exit by the Cove. Oh man, Cove made up so much time because Streamline walked and had to wait for that conveyor forever.
Definitely not what Streamline wanted to have to do in this stage.
And Streamline finishes off Wily.
So Streamline finishing with an SRL time of 20:26, and the Cove finishing with an SRL time of 20:44.
So that was only 18 seconds, even after Cove had that unfortunate Wily 2 death. Goes to show, anything can happen, even when you're Cove and Streamline, two fantastic runners of this game, that when you think, okay, the Cove had a mistake and he's way behind and it's basically over, that Streamline actually did make a mistake that was nearly big enough to have something completely change. So these races have been fantastic.
Right, you are, Steph. This is why these races are so exciting, because even Streamline being tied for third on the leaderboards, still, just having it, the slightest thing go wrong can make these races extremely interesting.
Yeah, so Streamline takes a victory, but it is best 2 out of 3, so don't go anywhere. We're going to have race 2 coming up here. Cove's looking to even things up, and Streamline will be looking to finish it off and move on to the final 4.
And while we are waiting, let's go ahead and take a look at some of this scheduling. Actually,
I was just going to say the same thing.
It looks like there is no other races on the schedule right now.
Yeah, nothing's scheduled yet, but keep your eyes open, because the other races that need to happen in this final 8 here, we're going to have Cool Kid versus KLM. We're going to have Dexter versus Prizzy, and I'm really excited about that one. Their times are close on the leaderboard, and those guys are both great runners of this game. I hope I can commentate that race as well. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, absolutely.
And don't discount Endy versus Adef. That's going to be another really good one. So,
ooh, that will be a really good one.
Yeah, the end of this tournament is looking really exciting. This is going to be some good stuff.
Yeah, the winner of Dexter versus Prissy will go on to face the winner of Cool Kid versus KLM. And the winner here, Streamline Cove, is going to go on to face the winner Endy versus Adef. So, yeah, it'll be in the semifinals. It'll be very, very interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things that could happen. I think no matter at the point that we're at and the quality of the racers that are in the final 8, no matter who wins, you're going to have some really good races, no matter what the matchups become.
Looks like Endy's actually in chat giving us some information on subpixeling and Wily too.
Yes, educate us glitchless runners on what happened there.
Please.
We don't know.
I don't understand this witchcraft. All right, all racers have entered for our second matchup, and I mean, of course, I don't want to wish any ill on any of the racers, but everybody wants to see the third match, right?
Yeah, we would love to see a game 3 here, and everybody loves an underdog as well. Since Cove is the underdog in this situation, for him to take a win, that would be awesome.
That's right, Endy glitchless.
Endy, no love for the glitchless? What is happening?
Someone make me an admin of the chat so I can ban him.
Yeah, that should be a bannable offense right there. All right, the racers are readying up, so we are going to be firing this off in just about a minute here.
All right.
Yeah, I see in the chat there, Jixon. Glitchless is a category that the Squidman and I are both big fans of. It's where you can't do these zips and fly across the screen and skip through walls and do all of those things. You play the game more as the original programming probably intended. It's a little bit slower. It's a different style of playing it, but it's still really fun and really exciting. We like it.
We do say probably intended because, as I've said before, the entire game really is a glitch.
Yeah, one of the hard things about running glitchless is to simply not glitch.
Oh, Andy, them fighting words. All right, let's get it on.
Yeah, yes, Jixon, it does remove the select glitch. That's one of the hardest things is after you've run this all stages format and you get used to using the select glitch to avoid knockbacks and things like that. It's hard to not do that when you're not supposed to.
Yeah, you can only use the intended weapon menu with start, and the select is definitely not allowed. In fact, people who are on emulator sometimes will just unmap it. All right, so our runners are once again in cut stage. Let's hope for let's bless some RNG for good Suzies and Snoozies in all the right spots. Do you see that stuff? Apparently we're hard workers. All right, looks like both runners making it pretty cleanly on these little corner jumps here. StreamLine getting and the Cove getting both that troll Susie pattern.
Yeah, these Suzies in their RNG. The RNG is in the timing that they decide to move. And there's good patterns and there's not so good patterns.
They do not get the Snoozies there, and they get the good pattern there. So hey, they are both on track.
Yeah, we're real tight again.
Here's our first screen wrap of the game.
See what Big Eye does here.
Ooh, Big Red being very mean to StreamLine.
So you can see Cove probably gained about a half a second just right there.
Yeah, they are just a second apart.
Yeah, now we'll get to watch the cut dance. Both runners have plenty of health to take damage on purpose, which can speed up the fight just a little bit, but you know, every little bit counts.
As you can see, StreamLine just there taking that damage.
Yeah, really solid start from both right there. We'll head into a leg where it gets a little bit more difficult. StreamLine with more points there. We joke about the points, but they actually do matter a little bit. At the end of the stage, the game awards you the points for finishing off the boss that they show you there at the beginning of the stage. It takes time for the game to spool up and tally those points. And so if you get more points, it takes more time for the game to show you your points. And so getting fewer points actually, it's kind of like golf. You save time by getting fewer points.
Right you are. So, they are both pretty neck and neck here. Looks like StreamLine's having a little bit of trouble with his internet connection. His stream is kind of stuttering a little bit, so...
Wow, look at that. We're almost matched up. Corner jumps.
All right, StreamLine getting that first try. Yes. Cove, second try.
Same as last time.
Same as last time. Classic StreamLine internet. That is true. All right, and we were coming back up to the early magnet beam grab, as we explained before. This is where you get to the top of the ladder, zip into the wall, jump up, and then edge your way over to get to that magnet beam. Ooh, StreamLine doing that extremely fast, and a top exit.
Both top exit, wow.
Wow.
Keeping it close at the magnet beam grab, and there's a lot of variance in that, and so that's really good by both players.
That is extremely hard to do. It takes a lot of practice to do it that quickly. Both the runners taking it seriously with the zappers there.
StreamLine getting some love. Cove. Oh no, Cove's a little low.
And StreamLine getting that swag corridor zip again.
The tiny one, but you know, it's a zip, right?
This is the first beam though, so this is a chance for Cove to catch up.
Catching up. Next screen.
StreamLine misses again.
StreamLine's drop shots. He's having trouble with drop shots.
He had trouble with drop shots the last race too. So Cove actually takes the lead just on those drop shots, just on the elect climb.
Yeah, just missing some drop shots. If you're unfamiliar with what a drop shot is, when you're climbing on a ladder and you want to shoot something out to the side, if you just push B, it's a little bit slow. You know, there's a certain animation Mega Man has to go through. But if you there's a certain combination of buttons, and I don't want to explain it in too much detail because it takes a lot of practice, but there's a way to sort of jump off the ladder, place the item, and then immediately re-grab the ladder so that you avoid that animation of Mega Man sitting there and wasting some time. And that's why the drop shot is so critical on that climb. You have to do a drop shot to make it past that first beam if you want to skip up the little zappers in that ladder zone there.
Cove looks like he's a little low for these pit zips, and StreamLine gets it, so StreamLine actually takes a little bit of a lead.
But he did go in the water, and Cove did not go in the water. If you go in the water, you move, what, 25% slower?
Yes, I believe it. You move at 75% speed, so 25%.
You both get Ice Pixel.
Yeah, but you can see how these zips make up time.
Cove had to jump a couple of times to activate the final part of the zip, and if he hadn't gotten that and the beam disappeared, that would have been tragic. But he's okay.
Yeah, he would have had to actually go through the Yoku block sections or use beam to get past them, and that's not fun when you're doing all stages.
StreamLine getting the second zip.
Ooh, StreamLine almost
Cove
did
getting the
not
second
get
zip.
that. If you saw, StreamLine had to jump about 4 times to get that zip to initiate. He was, it looks like he might have been getting sub-pixeled hard there.
Double corridor zip for StreamLine. Cove gets one. Gets
a little one at the end there.
StreamLine.
And
the moonwalk.
The moonwalk in. Cove moonwalking in for the swag.
Yeah, so StreamLine's lead was simply from that corridor right there. I guess he was a little bit ahead, but the difference in the corridor was pretty big there.
He lost a little bit of time on the second screen wrap there, but gained the time back in those corridor zips. So it was a pretty nice ice.
Here we go into fire.
And we'll see if Cove was actually able to get the screen wrap in fire last race, whereas StreamLine was not. So we'll see what happens this time. I expect both of them to go for it, or try to go for it.
Cove gets
getting the corridor zip.
The little corridor zip, and StreamLine did not. So as Cove making up corridor time again. Let's see the stream wrap setups here. StreamLine does not have it. He was low, but he tried to adjust it and set it higher, but he went too high.
Cove is a little low
does not have it. So they're gonna have to jump into the pit here.
The no-no hole.
Oh, StreamLine going for the new zip over here on the.
He does.
That screen transition does not get it.
Does not get it. Yeah.
Uses up beams. Cove takes the lead because of that attempt there.
StreamLine going all out there and unfortunately losing time.
Cove quick setup. StreamLine's quick setup on his second try. Wow, Cove's long zip there. That's impressive. StreamLine gets the same thing.
Oh, StreamLine's going for more
getting a refill hit, but the bully bullets again.
Yeah, he's getting bullied here, but he's going for the refill, meaning he's going to try for corridor zips. I'm not sure if climbing that ladder twice is actually worth it, but the swag is worth it. Never mind, I'm wrong. The swag is worth it.
Well, and the time that he made up, look at that. He was significantly behind Cove as Cove was coming into the fight, but StreamLine getting the zips totally made up for it.
That was just incredible. Incredible to watch.
Fantastic play out of both players today. Cove, when he's just kind of going along, is playing very consistent. Really a big threat to StreamLine. StreamLine has had some little mistakes and kind of going back and forth, but then when StreamLine is on it, he pulls off some spectacular maneuvers.
Alright, so we're going to again see these different strats here. Cove going for ice strats, where StreamLine is going to go for magnet. And StreamLine did make it over Joe. Oh, easily. Oh no,
Cove's down at the bottom of the pit.
That is not where you want to be after you've switched to ice.
Luckily, he's on ice. If you're trying to use magnet, it's even worse because you're getting shot while you're down there.
Yeah, this is why I do the damageless strat on this screen, because if I ever fall, I can just buster those down, and then I switch to magnet on the ladder. These guys switch early.
Yeah.
So it actually, you either have to get over those twirlers or take damage.
StreamLine with perfect Joe timing there.
Yeah, that was smooth. And Cove right there with him. Alright, this is where Cove was getting bullied by the bullets again, so we'll see what happens. Ooh,
Cove takes a hit, but he does have the zip. It's set up.
He does.
StreamLine clean again, gets the lead back.
He lost a slight amount of time getting hit to that bullet, and you can see StreamLine being so close to him actually passed him just slightly.
That's what the difference is on that hit. Cove had to reset his final beam because of the bully bullet. I like this term, bully bullet. This is going to stick.
Alright, yeah, we are definitely calling it bully bullet now.
And StreamLine with a slightly faster bomb fight there.
So we'll see when they teleport in to Guts, and we'll see if StreamLine can pull off those 3 swag zips in the first screen at Guts again. That was amazing to watch, so I'm hoping to see it again.
Cove catching up on points. StreamLine 100,000, Cove 50,000. That's the biggest difference you can have. So right there, Cove gets like a free, like, I don't know, tenth of a second maybe.
But wait, people with it's the most points win, right?
No, it's like golf, remember?
Dang it. StreamLine with the first zip. StreamLine with the second zip.
And now he gets those cool glitchy miners. They're all kind of tripped out now. Third zip.
And with the third zip. My gosh.
Those are a lot more impressive than they look. They just look like more zips, right? But they are dangerous. If you end up at the top of the screen in the wrong area, you'll screen wrap and run into a spike, or the game thinks you're in the pit and you die. So those aren't just zips that like, okay, I got a zip and I'm going faster. They're dangerous.
Not only that, but it actually requires you to fire several magnet beams and hit the right pixel, so... just the fact that you can get 3 of those in a row is incredible.
It's easy if you're Swagline.
Oh,
StreamLine
no.
not getting 3 hits on Guts, man.
Yeah, having to switch to Buster, which is faster than having to shoot another bomb out.
And
but
Cove wins! Cove wins!
You can see now Cove in the correct position.
Oh, look at that!
And caught completely up.
Oh,
I don't
and fewer points. Here, it's going to matter.
Oh my gosh, it actually mattered.
Wow!
Wow, look at that.
Synchronization selecting the Wileys. Oh
and we have a race!
This Wily 1 zip is going to be really crucial. I don't know if Cove is following the race, or if he's just on his own screen doing his own thing. Different people have different approaches to how they do the races. But if Cove is paying attention to the race, I wonder what he's thinking right now about Wily 2.
Oh, Cove with a slight miss menu. He puts him behind just by a second. But they are both going again for the Wily 1 zip, so whoever makes this could take a little bit of a lead.
A little ice pixel here.
And they both get it.
StreamLine's got a little bit of a lead, but they both get the zip.
No racers having any trouble with the race spikes.
Yeah, getting through the race spikes. Yep.
Ooh, when I go through this room, I always get all the pickups because the lag it causes is just
There's
insane.
time to get the pickups. Yeah, it's totally this weird balancing act.
Yeah, it really is.
Do you get them? Do you skip them? Yeah.
Well, I think that the lag actually is worse than actually picking up the pickups, if you have got full life especially.
It's pretty laggy, yeah. StreamLine trying to get 2 zips on the right. Oh, Cove with the same issue.
Two beams.
That was a little scary there. But I was paying attention to their ammo as they came out of that screen. Cove has more beams. I think he has 2 more beams than Streamline does. So really interesting, but I don't... It'll depend on if Cove goes for Wily 2-zips again.
I do believe Cove will be going for Wily 2-zips. I actually think Streamline might take a conservative and not go for these Wily 2-zips, because so far it's been working out for him. So, ooh, Streamline shooting that...
No swag line.
Yeah, a little bit too low, and so he had to fire again.
And Cove's regular kill on the Yellow Devil there was clean, so I think he actually did make up some time.
Right, you are. That was very clean. And they basically are neck and neck still, like just a couple seconds behind.
Yeah, this is still anybody's race.
I definitely expect Cove to be going for these Wily 2-zips.
The game trying to take Streamline down with those item drops.
right.
Those will get you killed because they as you pick those up and you think that you should have jumped, they'll suck up your jump input and you won't jump down into a hole. Cove getting a big tank.
Oh my gosh, that is...
might really want that. Okay, he's going
for it. All right,
here
we go. All right, Cove makes it through the first screen wrap. All eyes right now on this.
Right, on Cove's screen.
Whoa! Oh my gosh!
Not again!
Not again! Oh no!
Oh, all hearts are broken. Everybody. I don't know what to say. I feel so bad for Cove right now.
I know. After getting those really extremely difficult zips, just falling into that same glitch state where he just goes into a pit. Ah. All right, Streamline coming to the copybot fight. Alright, Streamline heading into Wily 3. And Cove making it past these silly bombs. Cove is going for the duo fall.
Yeah, with a really nice setup there. He got it first try. It's the same sort of movement when they grab the magnet beam. They're getting on the top of that ladder in an interesting fashion. It
looks like Streamline this time is opting for the third screen setup as opposed to what he did last time.
It's his beam ammo. He's low.
Oh, you're right. He is. Alright, Streamline getting into the Wily 3 zip pretty easily. Streamline with a dupe. And another dupe. And another dupe.
Swag dupe.
Hey, threw it away. Don't need that dupe. Alright, Streamline exiting Wily 3 as Cove will be entering Wily 3. I think this is about the same position we had last race, too. Alright, it looks like Streamline is going for the easy block setup here, and he gets it.
There we go. And just playing it safe. Oh, actually, I don't know if he had enough beams for... And he wants one more beam to go into the refight skip here, so he wasn't going for the final zip there. And he does get the quick refight skip, so it looks like Streamline has this all wrapped up.
Yep, he's on his way.
See if Cove can get some dupes here at the end. gonna need some clutch dupes now.
Ooh.
And it's pretty much a formality now for Streamline to finish off Wily. This fight, when you go into this with full life, which you do because you just respawned right in front of Wily's door, it's just a race to do enough damage to him as fast as you can, because you can do damage to him faster than he can do it to you, and there we are.
Yep, so Streamline does get the Wily kill, and he ends with an SRL time of 1946. Cove also going for the top block setup here and getting it. And he is going to be going for these swag zips here. Zipped right into the teleporter.
Yep, one more zip.
Super swag.
And a quick exit for Cove as well.
I'm always afraid to say quick exit for anybody until I actually see them get to the next screen and wrap, because I've gotten that before and then fell back down and ended up, you know, tubes locked.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. I don't think I've seen very many tubes locks with beam, if you're using beam to execute it, but with bomb, yes.
Right. Alright, Cove taking down Wily with an SRL time of 21:05.
Well, GG to both, and it looks like they're not only are they fast at running this game, they are fast at getting into the chat here. It looks like we're joined by Streamline and Cove right now.
Wow, that was pretty fast.
Yeah, we're fast.
Hey guys.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, there's Streamline.
Yep,
hey, Stuff. Hey, Squid.
How you doing? That was some great racing. I don't know about. I don't know if anybody else. The first question on my mind is what happened in Wily 4, the first race? My heart was in my chest. Yeah, I was watching you walk, and then I said to myself, "No, he's got no beams. What is he doing?"
That's the most terrifying jump anyone could ever try to do.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
I thought
trying
you would
to set up the quick or the electless zip, and then I just ran out of beams, and I'm like, just go.
I saw you.
And then it was too late to turn around.
Thought you would go back for more, but I didn't know what happened.
That's what I should have done. Yeah, but when you're in a race and you're nervous, yeah, you're just not thinking straight.
Yeah, I think everybody was on the edge of their seat watching you jump from that platform to the block, back to the platform, because we've all tried it, and I think we all know how extremely tight that is and how you can just jump into some spikes. So that was very well done and very exciting.
Thank you, yeah. I should have lost that first one because of that.
Yeah, and Cove, I'm sure I speak for everyone by saying that our heart goes out to you with the attempts at the Wily 2 zips and that cut room just being impossible. Do you know what happened there?
Looks like we can't hear the Cove right now.
Cove, I think you might be muted.
I suppose I need to unmute. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you do the left A when you're in Cut's room to buffer out of the room, like sometimes you get subpixel and you just fall out of the right. But then both of those runs, like I got put on like the left side and just fell. I didn't jump, and so I need to figure out why that happens, because that wrecked me both times. And I mean, if you take out the two Wily 2s, I would have had a couple 1950s. Like I played fantastic today, and that's the part that makes me feel a little sick.
Absolutely. You were so consistent up to that point in both races. I don't know if you were paying attention to the actual race channel or anything like that. You guys, when you would enter Wily 2, were almost dead even both races.
Yeah, I mean, he was ahead of me by, I want to say, by like 8 seconds or so in the first race, and that's why I went for it for sure. In the second race, I actually said I'm not going to go for it because we're like really close, and then I got the big jug, and I was like, well, I'm going for it.
Yeah, the big jug.
Stuff did call that out. He did say, "Oh, Cove got the big jug," and so that as soon as you got that, I thought to myself, "Well, I bet you he's gonna try these again."
Yeah, because with the big jug, you can make the second one. I mean, it's not trivial. You still have to be pretty good with your beams to get out, but you don't need to do the second set of left A's. And it's okay, though. Live and learn.
Yeah,
Well, it did make for some really exciting races. I'll just say that.
And Cove was hitting those Wily 2 skips in practice before the race, so I was rooting for him to get those. It would have made the end of the race super close. But
it definitely would have. But I mean, GG Streamline. I figured I had to play out of my mind to have a chance, and I couldn't quite play out of my mind.
Yeah, GG. I mean, the only thing that really saved me was I got pretty much all the corridors, and my gut stages were both pretty much. I hit all the zips on the gut stage.
Yeah, I think
both races.
Yeah, both races you hit all 3 on the first screen of guts, which was really awesome. And then you got some really swaggy corridor zips. What one was I thinking in particular? I think ice, where was it ice where you got hit and you were, or maybe it was fire where you got hit and you were actually in the grab animation and you were zipping along. This is extremely awesome.
Yeah, that's probably fire because you take that first hit from the first turret, and then it just initiates the zip without even pressing like left. So that one's always cool to get.
So Streamline, you're going on to the semifinals. You will either be playing Envy or ADEF. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm excited. Final 4. I'm guaranteed at least 2 more races here. Even if I fail to make it to the finals, we'll have a race for 3rd. But yeah, I'm excited.
All right.
Yeah, I hope we get to see some good races for the final bracket.
I'm sure they will be really, really great to watch. Everybody needs to tune into those races.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, GG to both. That was some great racing. I'm glad we got to do some commentary for it because I really enjoyed watching it. If anybody's out there in chat and still hanging out with us, make sure you go to these guys' Twitch channels and give them a follow, because if you want to see some great racing all the time, no matter what they're playing, you want to go to these channels. So make sure you go do that right now.
And thank you for commentating again. Great job.
Oh, it was fun.
Good team, for sure.
It was a pleasure.
Team Glitchless.
Team Glitchless, yeah. We were getting some fighting words in chat about that.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, thank you, Stuff and Squid. You guys are always awesome, and GG Streamline, and thanks to the admin crew as well.
Yeah, thanks everybody at Speed Gaming. It's fun as always.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
All right, have a good day, everybody. See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.